Hello, everyone. I've got my coffee here. Butterflies obviously are a thing for the energy of today. I also felt the urge to do this angle, which I don't normally do. I usually do a more downward angle. So there's something about the background that is important for this reading today. Hello, everyone. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie, and I'm here to tell you about the energy I'm feeling, and maybe it will give you insight into your particular situations and help you guide through it. This feels like divine guidance coming through. I definitely feel the message of love coming through, spreading your wings and flying, just like it says. Spread your wings and fly. Yes. I'm also noticing the citrine that's right here, as well as the owl. Nothing else is super. I just feel very floral, outdoorsy. I felt the need to wear my moon earrings, so there must be something here with that was very interesting what just happened. When I said moon earrings and I looked up, I thought I was going to look at you, but I looked above you. So there's something about looking above a situation, or looking above someone's opinion of something, like not owning their opinion if you don't share that opinion. I don't know. 144 was on the timer just now. So time is very weird right now. I feel like I'm in a space of no time, because to me, I literally didn't know if it was morning or afternoon just now, and I had to look at the clock. And when I saw what time it was, I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, individuality. This is exactly what I'm feeling, is that there is someone who's very I you couldn't even really see that, could you? There we go. Individuality. This is for someone who's with someone or is attracted to someone with a very dominant, overbearing personality. And so I feel spirit saying, don't lose yourself in this relationship. Yes, they're very strong and opinionated and they will push their point, but so are you. You're strong and opinionated and you can push your point too. It's like, don't lose yourself in the way you believe and think because someone else is not scared to hold back, you know? It's like, why are you allowing them to be overbearing and make them think that you believe the same way they believe when you don't? So there's something here about speaking up. Like, I'm just getting a conversation, especially between like maybe an authority or parental figure that you feel a lot of respect towards. And I'm getting that. Look at me, like I'm like rolling up my sleeves right now, like ready to go. That's the energy I feel, is that you feel pumped up, you feel ready to do something. Maybe ready to have that conversation. You feel ready to just dive in. That's the energy I'm feeling. But I'm getting this conversation between a different level, and you see the relationship like this. That doesn't mean it in reality that it is this, you perceive it that way, therefore that is reality actually. And I have a feeling that the person up here also views the relationship that way, like you're down here. Okay, so really, this is where it should be, because why this is ever a thing? We're all equals, right? We're all equal people. Even if you have 10 degrees and I have one, that person is not above me in any way except that they have more experience in whatever field they went into. Okay, so when I say equal, I mean equal energy, equal morals, equal just being a human being. We're equal in that regard, okay? And usually the same vibing frequency people will be together. So there's no need to look at yourself in this way. We're all here. We've all been here. When you see something in someone and it bothers you, that's because you have it in you, or you've had it in you before in past lives. Okay? So to ever see yourself as above or below someone, Spirit is saying that is something we do to make our to that addresses our particular trauma or triggers. When you're looking at yourself as below someone, that is a lack of self-confidence, lack of self-worth, self-love. When you see yourself above someone, that is showing superiority, which is also a lack of confidence, and because you have to see yourself as above someone in order to feel good about yourself. Okay, I hope that's making sense. So I got that was a strong message that came forward from this individuality card. Be yourself. Just be yourself. How do you be yourself? It takes confidence to be yourself. It takes healing to be yourself. It takes facing your shadows to be yourself. Because if you are ashamed of your darker side, your shadowy side, then you won't show up authentically. You'll hide that part of yourself, but then you're only showing one side of yourself. And we think we can only show the light side of ourselves, or that's not even true. I see a lot of people only showing the dark side and don't want to show the light side. They don't want to come off as weak, so they don't show the caring, loving side of themselves, even though they may feel it inside. So there's really just this balance that I feel earth and nature, and I'm getting so emotional right now for some reason. I feel a balance that is needed so badly on earth, and that's why extremes are happening right now, because Mother Gaia is shaking things up for us so that it can get back into alignment. I saw this video the other day of this box of nails, and they were all jumbled and mixed up and scrambled, and it was chaos. And but this person was just steady shaking it like this, and eventually, and then rocking it, and then doing like this, but a steady rhythm of shaking it and rocking it. And eventually those nails all fell into alignment, and they were all straight and all orderly. Okay, I need my coffee to ground me again. I just love when I tilt it up, it's like that butterfly, that orange. Is it orange or yellow? Okay, it's hard to see with the light, but it's actually, there we go. It's yellow, green, blue, and orange. And that is exactly where I feel lit up right now. Is just like this area right here. Solar plexus, sacral, heart, throat, all of it. Okay. I am here whenever I get like a notification on my phone during a reading, and when I take time to protect this space, and whatever happens in this space is a message. I truly believe that. And so if my phone goes off and I get distracted by it, I see that as a distraction for you guys, because I don't always get distracted by it. It does happen a lot, but that's the thing, is it's a reminder from Spirit that our phones are truly a distraction for us from being productive. Okay. That's why that happened this morning. Okay. I went to the bathroom. Normally, I take my phone with me, but I was like, I'm just going to leave my phone out. I just need to use the bathroom, right? Well, I was in there longer than anticipated, and and so I just sat there without my phone. And my cats were in there with me because, toilet guardians. And so I'm like, so I start playing with them. And so I grabbed some toilet paper. This is probably TMI, you guys, but whatever. I grabbed some toilet paper and I just start playing with them. And they had so much fun and I was giggling. Whereas if I was sitting there staring at my phone scrolling, it's like mind-numbing stuff here. So there is a strong message, so much here. And I know you resonate with this because probably in the past 10 years with us just scrolling, um, everybody's talking about how ADHD they are. And it's like, why are so many people becoming so unfocused? Like, people can barely hold a conversation without their mind wandering or getting distracted by something or what. It's because we're so used to quick, like, just, okay, that's not getting my attention. Let me go to something else that does. And it's like people have figured out the tricks that it takes to get your attention and to maintain it, and it's short little quippy things. And so we're all like, and so the magic I'm hearing of the universe works a little slower than that. And so we get impatient. And we get impatient with having our desires coming in because it doesn't show up like we're so used to just, So there's really something here about putting your phone down. There was a time where the phones were connected, landlines, to the wall. So you couldn't even have it. Now, I know we hear that all the time. There was a time. But it makes me think that the earth is watching us get so distracted by our phones that's why this shakeup is happening, because we're being reminded of getting back to our authentic selves. And this phone, as useful and as wonderful and as life-saving it as it has been, it's also been very destructive and very hindering, an obstacle in ways. And so there needs to be a balance, a middle ground. And I really think that time when our phones were connected to the wall and land, um, that was a time where it did help us be balanced, because we weren't sitting there distracted by it. But we could still communicate, there were ways to communicate in emergencies and everything. And so I know this is quicker. We're all about fast, but we've gotten too fast is what I'm hearing. We've gotten too fast, and there is a reminder from Spirit and Mother Nature to slow down. I'm getting that Nahko song. Slow down. Nahko. Nahko and Medicine for the People. Slow down. Yeah, anyways, it's a great song. Sometimes I'll be driving and it'll come on and I'll see my speed, and it'll be a little fast. I'm like, oh, maybe I should slow down. Just in case. Okay, we've got the Destiny card coming out. Destiny. You may know someone named Destiny. I'm definitely getting that vibe that there's someone in your life named Destiny. And this card is about reuniting with your twin flame. It's destined that you are united with your twin flame. So some of you may already feel like you're in your twin flame relationship already. And so we may need to ask Spirit, what is this referring to? I'm hearing best friend, and I'm hearing sister, mother. So it's not just romantic love here. So that kind of confirms to me too that twin flames are more than just a lover. It's not necessarily a romantic partnership all the time. That a twin flame union can be. So okay, I'm getting a pretty big message here that twin flame. Wow. So it says it actually has nothing to do with love. Well, it has everything to do with love. But I just mean, like, I've gone a long time thinking that twin flames just referred to romantic people who were romantic with each other. But no, twin flames are people that come together. They do the healing in order to come together in this healed state so that they can create, so that they can fulfill a universal purpose. You are part of a big divine plan, like a huge overarching big divine plan. And when you choose the twin flame journey, you're choosing to go through life totally separated from your person. your twin flame. You can call it a mission partner if you want to, you know. Y'all go through life and heal. You go through all these things and heal. You might go every which way, but you do this little dance around each other for quite a while you're healing. And then eventually you really you lock into place like the last piece of the puzzle, like locks into place and then creates this whole image. So this union that I feel coming is so powerful. And I feel like right now you're in the dance though, because my sage smoke right now is really doing this very crazy swirly smoke, and sometimes it goes just straight up. I really do feel like the smoke from this, like right now, it just went straight up, but then it gets to a point where it's doing this, and then it dissipates. But I feel like y'all are in the yin yang dance right now. Like you're just kind of doing your own dance. One of you is probably lighter than the other. One of you is darker than the other, and that can mean in any way you want to take that. In any way that it resonates with you. That's just all I'm hearing. I'm getting a sensation in my middle finger. That was definitely the darker one, given the middle finger there. That's so funny. I'm getting Scorpio vibes from that, and Taurus vibes, honestly. So yeah, I feel like you definitely. Okay, so at this time, there is. Oh, guys, I just am telling you, this is amazing. I have 2 sage bundles on this. I lit this one, and you see the smoke is going crazy. Well, it has burned to now light this one, and we're sitting here talking about twin flames. So I truly feel that is a message saying that when one person of this twin flame union is ignited, it ignites the other one. And it's like, as long as you both keep moving towards that flame, you're like moths right now. You might be noticing moths. You two are going towards the flame together. It's like, oh my God. I'm getting sperm heading towards the egg, y'all. Like something is about to be born. Something is about to be conceived. This could be an actual baby, or this could be a big idea. But when this union happens, like I just see the energy coming together like this, you know? It's so cool. I might do a painting or a drawing related to that. That image is pretty hardcore in my head right now. All right, so twin flames, hell yes. So it doesn't have to be human either. This could be you coming, like, for example, I don't know if y'all have ever seen Adventures with Nala. Nala is a dog, and her owner, Chris, just started filming her doing the Nala stomps. Okay, I'm getting too excited. He created Nala's, he did like a, she stomps, she does the Nala stomps, and it's so cute. And he travels with her, and oh my God, I'm getting emotional because the love between them is so obvious. And she steals his socks, and it's just the best. And he's a videographer, and a photographer, so he does a lot of great shots with her. And so anyways, yeah, check it out. Adventures with Nala, or Adventuring with Nala. I'll put it in the description below. So anyways, and so they are obviously soulmates. I mean, obviously they came together, and just when they got together and that relationship was built, and now he is sharing her love and joy and their love and bond with the rest of the world, and it's bringing so much happiness to people. He'll post videos of him and Nala just walking around like at a festival or the park, and people will be like, oh my God, is that Nala Stomps? And then Nala goes and runs up to him, and she goes in between their legs, and they're like, oh my God. And so the like joy that she shares, I mean, it is amazing. So If you feel drawn to share your animals with the world, do it. If it brings you joy, then it's going to bring someone else joy. And that is the beauty of our phones. Unfortunately, fortunately, that's the beauty of our phones, is that we can watch things like that. But that's what I mean. That's where the moderation comes in. Exactly. Is choosing what to watch. Choosing what to watch. Not just letting your mind do this, okay? Clickbaity stuff. All right? And you know the difference. You can tell when something has good energy versus addictive energy to it, trying to draw you, manipulate you in, right? You can tell the difference. Don't put your energy there, because that's telling the universe that you want to be manipulated, and so you'll keep continuing to be manipulated. I'm seeing a lot of spirals right now. I'm getting also told to show my necklace. So I got this necklace. You won't be able to see it. It looks like a coin, but what's on it is the image of a cliff. So I did get a very strong message about taking a leap of faith, right? Cliff diving, some of you may do, or you may be an adrenaline junkie. Someone who loves to do what other people wouldn't do in a million years. You love to do those types of things. You like excitement. You like big excitement. You like challenges, but only in a certain way. It's so interesting. I see this like balance that you kind of have, where you like these super exciting things. You like to do these super exciting things, but then you have a very simple life at home. You like simple things, you like routine, but you like to do crazy exciting things. That's so interesting. I mean, it's a pretty good balance, to be honest. Yeah, so there's a big message in this reading about balance for sure. I'm getting ruby and copper here. I'm also getting green stones, which is, I've got my moldavite here. I also feeling very emotional all of a sudden in my throat. I also got another green stone here, and I've also got another, and I don't know why I'm showing all the green stones. Maybe you have something like this around you that spirit wants you to grab, but yeah, lots of greenery here. I know that looks gray on camera, but it's actually, well, it's gray and green. Okay. But yeah, okay. Ooh, gosh, y'all, what is this in my throat? It's almost like nauseating feeling. Whoo. Okay, we are going to clear that out. Whoa. Whatever that was. I know I'm getting a different deck, but I don't. Well, it's the one that I keep staring at. Okay, this is my deck. I just have images on index cards here. Let me do a quick shuffle. I get this feeling like I need to that I need to sage them. Okay. Thank y'all for waiting for that. Ooh, my goodness, my voice feels shaky. Like, what is this? Someone's nervous. They're nervous to say something. They want to say something, but they're so nervous. Oh my gosh, what is this? It feels like somebody wants to confess something and they're super nervous. Whether it's their feelings or they want to confess something they did that they think that you'll be upset with. But you may not be, honestly. You may not be. They just think you will be. And they're nervous. Gosh, I'm getting, yeah, they're really not wanting to say it, because my cards were not shuffling there and it felt like there was a blockage. All right, the sage is burning so strongly, you guys. Also, I feel like I have been avoiding your gaze and your glance here. Yeah, self-sabotage. So someone definitely feels that they've done something in a because they were self-sabotaging. They did it because they were self-sabotaging. And it's like you were aware enough. This is so interesting energy. You were aware enough to know that you were doing something self-sabotaging, but you still did it anyways. You allowed your old self to come through, your old energy to come through. And I just knocked my microphone with my hand. That feels significant. Okay, I just saw a slap in the, like, somebody slapped in the mouth. Okay, I don't condone violence at all, but this slap was kind of like a tower moment. Like like the, I'm not condoning violence. Please don't take that in any way. I do not. I avoid violence at all costs. But it's like the foulness that was coming out of someone's mouth, the receiver of that just couldn't take it anymore and wanted it to stop, and so a slap was all that was left to do, to just like stop the energy of that. And I'm getting like a big emotion here, a big, just like, it was like the energy was building so much that a slap was like the only thing that could stop the energy. So I don't condone violence, but it was almost necessary to just like snap them back into like reality. Like, it's not that big. It's not that big. It doesn't have to be that big. Okay, yeah. So and this card actually fell when I was saging the cards. It fell and was face up. So I understand why it's coming back out. I feel like seeing the earth is important. So I get this card whenever I feel like my messages are from a higher picture, higher overarching energy of our purpose to elevate the planet and to fill the planet with love, right? As a earth, we are, as a whole earth, we are elevating. We're coming into a new level, and that's why we're kind of all being faced with leveling up, because the earth is leveling up and she knows she's leveling up. And yeah, I do feel the earth is feminine. Okay, wait, I'm getting a different message here. Okay, so earth isn't necessarily feminine, but nature, which is earth, is feminine with a balance of masculine energies as well. So the earth itself has masculine and feminine energy with it, but there has to be a balance on earth. And when there's not, which I feel like mother nature, mother earth is out of balance because of just how we are headed, and so how we are, well, the direction we're headed in. And so she recognized, like, I saw a video the other day that said scientists have proven that the earth is actually alive, and everybody commented below like, no duh. Like, of course earth is alive, but as a being, as a sentient being, as something that grows and evolves just like we do. Yes, of course. That's why we're being told to look to nature, because nature balances itself, and we are so in need of balance right now, you guys. Okay, big message from Mother Gaia there. I feel like there's other nature deities or beings that I am feeling. I'm just not aware of who they are. If you know of any, you can let me know. If you feel like I'm feeling the energy, because that's how I learned about Hecate. Was I was describing the energy I was feeling and all the like symbols and stuff I was seeing, and then someone below said that sounds like Hecate, and I looked up Hecate and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, and you know, when I first started down this spiritual journey, because I'm getting the need to tell, and I feel like this is probably towards the end of the messages here. You know, people get so nervous about when they open up spiritually that they're going to go accidentally get things attached to them, or, you know, just open things up that shouldn't be there. And it's like, yes, if you go into spirituality with a fear of these things, then yes, your dominant vibration is that of fear. So then all these things come into your field that make you feel fear, right? Um, but if you approach spirituality from a place of, well, I'm going to do everything I know to protect myself and learn how to protect myself first, then I can approach things in from a loving, open way, and know that if it's not for me and it makes me feel uncomfortable, then I'm going to just cut that out and protect myself, right? And that's kind of what I did, but it took me a long time to figure out I could even do that. So for someone who's wanting to look into spirituality more, just know there are ways to protect yourself so that you can be safe to explore the different energies you may be feeling, without fearing that you're going to go down a dark path. And I'm going to be honest, my husband was very hesitant of me going down this path because of what I just talked about. And I think he's seen as I've gone along that no, I'm very careful. I do things to clean my area, to cleanse my space, to cleanse my energy. I'm very careful. I do protection visualizations. I do everything I can think of to protect myself. And he's seen that. And so now I can talk about these things without hearing the hesitancy in his voice, because he's there. It's been years now of physical proof that I'm good, and I'm definitely, and I've put boundaries up with things that I felt that were no longer for me. So he knows that I'm like feeling the energy out of situations and of people, and have come to a point that if I no longer feel like you're right for my life, then there's a process of me kind of letting that energy go or protecting myself of that energy and releasing my attachment to the negativity of or the toxicity of any energy that may be in my life. Okay, that was for someone. I just saw 33 or 333. Woo, and I got a head rush there. Wow, 31:44 on the clock, the timer. Okay, so there's something here about addressing your inner child. But again, this could also be those baby vibes there, that there's a conception happening literally with a baby, but also the conception of the energy I was speaking of earlier with your twin flame coming into union and this idea happening. Okay, my sage is kind of choking me right now, so I'm going to put it out. Woo! That baby was burning. Goodness. Holy shit. Sorry, you guys. It's just really going at it. I think it was definitely a good idea to put it out. Wow, it's still smoking. Okay, but that should be good, hopefully. Y'all, the energy's so weird right now. I just picked up my cup and thought that I didn't have a good grip on it, and I like freaked out. I don't know if you saw that. I need to ground. Yes, that's why. This is why it's good to have water, coffee, or tea when you are in a space of elevation to keep yourself grounded. Wow, I don't know if you can see the haze in my room right now. My husband would be saying, please don't burn our house down. Yes, I know I'm not. Okay, moving on. There is toxic. This is the toxicness that I feel around you. Yeah, and that was the energy I was just now feeling. Was that toxic energy distracting you, making you doubt yourself? I thought I didn't have a good grip on the coffee mug, and I did, but I thought I didn't. It's like they want to put doubt in your head. They want to put doubt in your head. Why though? Why do they want you to doubt yourself? Because as you elevate, you force them to face what they haven't faced yet, is what I'm hearing. As they see you facing all your shit, they are like, well, damn, she's doing it. Like, why am I not doing it? Like, I don't wanna. It hurts. Yeah. But don't you think it hurt for that person healing too? But they just chose to keep going. That's it. You got to choose to keep going. Oh, man. That's a big message. Keep going. Keep effing going. Keep showing up. Cause chaos. You know what? Switch your mind. Cause chaos. Why not? You've been avoiding chaos your whole life and it doesn't avoid you. It still comes. So you be the one. Speak your opinion. Speak how you truly feel. Do you think, and yeah, when you start speaking how you truly feel, some people will not like it and you will lose people. But why do you want those people in your life anyways? They're not your tribe. I'm not telling you what to do, okay? I'm truly not. I'm from my perspective, at where I am at the level I'm at, that is how I feel about it. Faith. Have faith. The feelings you feel, have faith that it's for a reason. The pull that you feel, have faith that it's for a reason. Healing. It's time to heal. This is your healing phase. Yeah. That middle part's really calling to me. Let me see if I can get up closer. Kind of looks like an eye. It's like a red dot and then there's cracks. Okay, so it's like cracks. So you're the facade, the everything you've built to put in front of you for protection is cracking now, and that's how you heal. You allow that to come to the surface. You allow it to come up even if it's ugly. Even if it's ugly, even if it's embarrassing, if it's full of shame and guilt, it's coming up. The feelings from it, that you're cracking. That's good. That's a good thing. Yes. I feel like clapping. I don't have any of my bells in here because I've traveled with them. So you get claps. Yes. I don't mean that in a facetious or, sarcastic way. Like, I am so proud of you for allowing this cracking to happen. And that does feel like the end of the message. So I am going to stop there. And put out the rest of these flames from my sage that is still going. Wow, you guys. That is crazy. Okay, sorry. All right, you guys, seriously, I know life feels intense right now, but man, it's going to be so wonderful. Keep going, please, okay? That is such a message here. Okay, until next time, much love and light to you guys. Bye.